So this is all about why we make apps, how we make the apps, and kind of the process we're going to go through for making the apps. This is the reason that this entire playlist exists, and I'm going to go through just a couple of things. First, the design process. We start by empathizing with the problem, then we define, we ideate, we prototype, and finally, we test. Once we're done testing, we get feedback and then we go back to ideation and then we prototype again and then we test again. And this is a cycle that goes over and over. So when we're empathizing, we're saying, what are some things I notice about this community? In this community, are there people who have lost dogs? Are there people who have the need to understand Black beauty? Are there people who want to save the world by recycling? Is there an education deficit? We are doing what we can do to empathize with the community. When we're defining, we're saying, what is the problem I'm trying to address? So we've gone over a lot of social, cultural issues that allow us to be able to talk about what is it that this community needs. And then we started ideating. So when we're ideating, there can come in a lot of different ways. We can just talk to each other, we can brainstorm, we can draw things out. So I like to start with my home screen, drawing it out like this. This is how our home screen started. Our home screen then, after I met with my team and we decided to make it a little sleeker, we decided to make our home screen look more like this. And then finally, after the designer and myself got together, we were able to make our final home screen look like this. Also, we have to work on a sitemap. So our sitemap starts here with our just a written version of where everything is going to go. So we start with our home screen. Our home screen goes to a map then goes to these other things. We wanted to list things that we have in our profile. And then we decided to make a picture version. So this is more of the marketing, the design, and the coding coming together to say exactly what will it look like, exactly what will it do. And then finally, our site maps are concluded in Xcode by connecting all of the ports. So if you notice, our Xcode and our drawing look very similar because this is how we work on it. When we prototype, we can prototype with a video. So I have this video, and so in this video, you're going to answer the questions, what does it look like? How does it work? We need to know what it is that our app is actually doing. So this is Parks Plus. There is a map. Then we have our friends. You can also go in and look at different filters that we have. And then finally, our About Us, where we have our creators, designers, coders, marketers, etc. So that's our app, and that is kind of what we do with it. The final thing we do is we test it. So how many different ways can we test it? So first, try it yourself. So I picked up this app and I tried it myself. I looked through it. Ask a peer to try it. I then went to my friend and I said, hey, will you try out my app? You can go to a mentor to try it out. Mentors are really great for giving that feedback and helping you move forward in your design process. And then finally, once you get that feedback, you're going to make notes on it. This is all I have for you. This is a Parks Plus presentation. Thank you so much for listening.